Supermarket Sweep. Statistical Analysis of Product Price Difference. Presented by Jeffany T. Johnson, first-year MBA student at Louisiana State University in Baton Rouge, Louisiana. Introduction. A trip to the grocery store can be an anxiety-inducing experience. People may think having a list in front of them will be helpful enough, but unfortunately, due to the organization and atmosphere, a simple seeming errand can turn into an unintended stressful ordeal in a minute. Grocery store experiences shouldn't be a hassle or a nightmare, but they should be treated as a means to educate people and allow them financial access to quality food. Usually, consumers migrate to the store that best suit their interests, whether it's due to the friendly environment of one or cheaper prices for the other. I typically make my weekly grocery run on Saturday mornings at 8 a.m. to HEB because that's when the store is less crowded and I don't feel rushed in shopping. Once I've completed my shopping and reached the checkout counter, I always notice my total is much more than what I budgeted for the amount of groceries in my basket. This study analyzes product prices at two supermarket stores, HEB and Kroger. The items that were randomly selected are items for common use as a consumer. The goal of this study is to investigate whether prices at HEB is cheaper than prices at Kroger. Both sample means and sample variations are described. The sampling method used is numerical, as I'll be comparing prices at two paired or matched cases. The results are important to upper management because of the price savings that can be incurred. Here we have my sample data. 20 items were randomly selected at HEB and Kroger. The product comparison at each store is listed below. After researching and analyzing the data sets, you can see below that Kroger supermarket prices are higher on several different items. And if you can see below, the different type of items I have are lemons, cucumbers, apples, bananas, tomatoes, shredded cheese, gallon of whole milk, so on and so forth. As my descriptive statistics, prices from HEB range from 25 cents to $17.97 with a mean of 3.18 as my medium, as shown here in my box and whisker plot. The box and whisker plot in Figure 3 indicates that the distribution of the prices is skewed to the right. Here you'll find also in Table 3.1 the descriptive statistics of product prices at HEB. You'll find a statistical analysis, which includes the sum, the count, the sample mean, the sample median, the sample mode, the variance, the sample standard deviation, the range, the min, the first, second, and third quartile, the maximum, the IQR, and the interquartile range for the upper and lower measurements. You also have my 5-number summary included here as well, which is what I use for my box and whiskers plot. The descriptive statistics for prices at Kroger range from 39 cents to $17.99 with a mean of $3.50. The box and whisker plot below in Figure 3 indicates that the distribution is approximately normal for prices at Kroger. Here you'll also find the descriptive statistics for product prices at Kroger. You'll see I have the count, the sample mean, sample median, and sample mode, as well as the sample variance and sample standard deviation, the range, the min, the first and second and third quartile, the maximum, the IQR, the interquartile range for the upper and lower limits, as well as the 5-number summary, which was used to plot my box and whisker plot. As shown on the screen are the sample statistics for H-E-B and Kroger, as well as the price difference. Now I can begin my hypothesis testing. I've calculated all the required statistics. Now we can begin testing the hypothesis. Figure 4.1 shows the point estimate of the average price of product at H-E-B, which is $3.18, and the point estimate at Kroger, which is $3.50. Using a 0.05 level of significance, test the alternate hypothesis that the product prices are the same at Kroger and H-E-B. First, we want to find the sample mean and sample variance of the different scores. I've calculated here the sample mean to be 0.33, the sample variance 0.21, and the sample standard deviation 0.455595. Use alpha at 0.05 level of significance and test the alternate hypothesis that the product prices are the same at Kroger and H-E-B. The alternative listed is the null hypothesis, the mean of D equals 0, and the alternate hypothesis, the mean of D does not equal 0. So my decision rule is if T star equals 2.045, then conclude HO, otherwise conclude H1. So through my test statistics, I found that T star equals 3.93, which is outside the fence of my critical value, 2.045. So in conclusion, I will reject the null hypothesis. As concluding remarks, we see after testing the product prices between the two supermarkets, you can see that the prices vary significantly depending on the type of product chosen. Now, the reason for the price difference can weigh heavily on factors such as quality of the product and package quantity. As consumers, we have a preference to shop at the store that best suits our liking. However, I'd prefer to get more bang for my buck. So as we gear up for football season, hopefully you will shop at the store where you will pay less for more.